What is going on, you guys? Ryan from WattFigs here, and this Sunday is SummerSlam. It is the third year in a row that they are in Brooklyn. I myself will be attending. Maybe I'll do a little vlog. I don't know. I say that every year and then don't end up doing it. And this is the third year in a row that Brooklyn will be hosting not only NXT TakeOver, but SummerSlam. And they did already announce that next year they're coming back to Brooklyn, so I can't wait. This is going to be my third year in a row going, and hopefully I'll even go next year. But this is a very interesting SummerSlam card, to say the least. There are some matches that I don't look forward to at all, and then there are some ones that I think could be great, just like every other wrestling show. It's also like a 2-hour kickoff, which is insane. I don't even know if I'm going to be going to the kickoff, because I don't want to sit there for 2 hours and watch like 3 matches with like 30-minute breaks in between. I don't really know. I'm not sure of the exact order of the card anyway, so I guess I'll just sort of go in a random order, but we're going to start things off with my predictions for the kickoff matches. Remember how much hype there was for the Hardys when they returned? Who would have thought at SummerSlam they would be wrestling on the kickoff show? It is extremely disappointing that they do not have a match, a tag team match, on the main card, but that's just the way things happen sometimes. They're going to be teaming up with Jason Jordan to take on the Miz Taraj. Again, I'm really disappointed the Hardys don't have a bigger spot. But we'll see what happens in the future. I'm hoping the Hardys can get some tag team title shots in the future, but I'm going to say Jason Jordan and the Hardys win this match. It was rumored that Jason Jordan was going to face the Miz one-on-one for the IC title, but I guess that's not happening. Instead, we're getting this 6-man tag match. I'm going to say the good guys get the win on the kickoff. Then we've got Big Show and Cass, or I'm sorry, Big Show versus Cass. I don't care about this damn feud, okay? There's been a lot of controversy surrounding Enzo Amore lately, and just some backstage stuff that's been going on, which I think is really one of the main reasons people aren't really interested in this feud, and there really aren't that many people who are. But it's Big Show versus Cass, and I believe Enzo is above the ring. I'll say Cass gets the victory just because he's up and coming, and it really wouldn't mean anything for Big Show to beat him. So Cass is going to win. Direction really isn't clear where they're going to end up going with this and where Big Cass will be following this feud. If he's going to be challenging for a mid-card title, I'm not really sure. I'm just disappointed they broke him up because I loved Enzo and Cass together. But I really hope they end this feud because it really doesn't have my interest. The New Day will be defending their recently won SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships against the Usos. The rivalry continues, and I think it's going to end here on the kickoff. The New Day will beat the Usos, and we'll see where they go from here. I mean, there really aren't that many tag teams on SmackDown Live. No More American Alpha. Breezango is doing their own thing, so unless we maybe get a call-up from NXT, I'm not sure where the SmackDown Live Tag Team division is going with the New Day as champions. But like I said, they're going to retain their SmackDown Live Tag Team champions here on the kickoff show. Neville will then challenge back for his recently lost Cruiserweight Championship against Akira Tozawa, who won it on Raw this past week. I don't know who's going to win this match, because I thought Neville was for sure going to hold the title for way longer, but obviously they decided to change their mind and Tozawa got the shock win. But I think Neville's going to win back his title, only so that they can prolong this feud a little bit more. This would be cool on the main card. It sucks that you've got such a long show, and of course the 2-hour pre-show just makes this so they can add anybody onto there. But they can't fit guys like Neville and the Hardys, who have been doing a really great job this year, and the New Day and Usos as well. And it's unfortunate, but I'm going to say Neville gets the victory and wins back his Cruiserweight Championship. Then we've got Baron Corbin versus John Cena. I still cannot find my Baron Corbin Elite. I have no idea where it is. I've been looking all over for it, especially for this video, and I just can't find it. Now, obviously, this past week on SmackDown, Baron Corbin lost his Money in the Bank briefcase, which was pretty upsetting to see, honestly, the way it went down. It did ruin a lot of suspense for SummerSlam, and I'd imagine something is going on with Corbin, and they decided to change their mind on him because of the way he lost the Money in the Bank. I'm going to assume John Cena is going to get the victory here. I think it would only make sense for Cena going forward to beat him, as it looks like Corbin is only going to be going downhill from this moment on. I mean, hopefully one day he can get back his momentum. He didn't really have a lot, honestly, but I say Cena gets the victory, and whether he goes to Raw and feuds with somebody, I'm sure if Cena's going to be back after SummerSlam but I'm going to say Cena wins. Then we've got the SmackDown Live Women's Championship match. Naomi will be defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Natalya. I think this should be pretty good. They're both capable of having good matches. I think the build has been pretty decent. I'm actually looking forward, and I think Natalya is going to finally win the Women's Championship. She's sort of been the odd one out for a while here, not winning a championship for a long time, and I think she finally gets the big one. I don't think Carmella is going to cash in. Obviously, there is a chance that Naomi wins, and then Carmella just comes out and cashes in her Money in the Bank briefcase, but I think Natalya is going to get the victory here, and she will finally become the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Much like Enzo and Big Cass and Big Show in that whole debacle, this is another feud I just unfortunately don't want to see, or a match I should say. Randy Orton will be taking on Rusev, so from Jinder Mahal, Orton goes straight to Rusev. And I think Orton is going to win this match. I think that seems pretty obvious. Even if Orton is taking off time soon, which I saw as a rumor, I still think he's going to beat Rusev. It's been a while since I've been super duper interested in an Orton feud. He's had a lot of boring feuds with Orton and Jinder. So hopefully maybe soon he can bounce back, maybe turn him, I'm not really sure, because Orton has been pretty uninteresting for me the past couple of months, maybe even years. But I'm going to say Orton gets the win and beats Rusev. Then the Demon, notice I said the Demon as they were putting it on the graphic at Raw, which was kind of odd. The Demon, Finn Balor, will be taking on Bray Wyatt. I think this has the potential to be one of the better matches at SummerSlam. This is a feud I think could be very interesting if done right, and I think the blood thing was a little weird on Raw, but hopefully they take this in the right direction, although I'm not going to get my hopes up because I usually get disappointed when stuff like this happens. I'm going to say Finn Balor wins. Obviously, if he brings out the face paint, which hopefully it's a really awesome design, he is going to win, no doubt. I think he will beat Bray as the Demon. Match should be pretty good. I do have sort of high expectations for it because I think both these guys can put on a really great match. I'm going to say again, Finn Balor is going to win. Then we've got the Raw Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss will defend her championship against Sasha Banks. I really don't know who's going to win because I could see both these girls winning, but I'm going to go with my heart and say Alexa Bliss will retain her Women's Championship. I think a lot of people can agree that Alexa has been doing a very good job and is very entertaining. And I definitely look forward to seeing her continue her title reign. I don't think Sasha is going to win just yet. I think they're going to save a Sasha Banks title run maybe for when she turns, possibly even on Bayley, whenever that may be, whenever Bayley heals up. So I'm going to say Alexa Bliss retains her championship. Then we've got the Raw Tag Team Championship match. Sheamus and Cesaro will be defending their titles against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, 2/3 of the Shield. I have been loving this storyline thus far. It has me very intrigued on where they're going with this. But I think Ambrose and Rollins are actually going to win the tag team titles here at SummerSlam. Now, I think the longevity of this has Ambrose finally turning on Rollins. We have not seen a single bad guy Ambrose ever in WWE on the main roster, so I look forward to that happening, and I think it will eventually. But I think they're going to give these guys a little title reign because, I mean, just think about it, and I posted this on my Instagram. If Rollins and Ambrose win this match, there's a potential we could see Rollins and Ambrose versus the Hardys for the tag titles, and that just sounds absolutely amazing. I think that would be perfect. So I'm going to hope they give them a little title run, and then whenever they decide to drop the belts, they can have a singles feud or whatever they plan on doing. Again, I think Rollins and Ambrose are going to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. AJ Styles will be defending his United States Championship in a special guest referee match against Kevin Owens, with the referee being Shane McMahon. A little bit disappointed AJ and both Owens didn't get some new matchups for SummerSlam, but I can appreciate them maybe making this feud a little bit longer. It's nice to see a long feud, but I'm going to say AJ Styles retains his United States Championship, and I think after he beats Owens, Owens will snap and will go after Shane McMahon and attack him, setting up a feud for the future between the two and what will end up being hopefully some sort of stipulation, hardcore, Extreme Rules, something like that, because that would be really good. But again, AJ's going to win, and I'm not sure who we could possibly defend the United States Championship against, maybe Baron Corbin, maybe Randy Orton. That kind of rhymed, but we'll see. AJ Styles, though, will win, mark my words. I don't even want Jinder Mahal on the screen for this match, because Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal will end with Shinsuke Nakamura becoming the new WWE champion. If this happens, it will be amazing. I would love to see Nakamura as the WWE champion, and hopefully his feud with Jinder can end. I mean, we have yet to really see a good Jinder Mahal match, but the only, I guess, bad or not great match Nakamura's had has been with Baron Corbin. So we'll see if Nakamura can get a good match out of Jinder. I do want Nakamura to win the WWE championship. See who he could feud with. There are a lot of options. Maybe even AJ if AJ loses the US. I mean, there's really a lot they can do with Nakamura as WWE champion, and it would be great to see. So I'm going to say Nakamura becomes the new champ. Then we have what I believe is going to be the main event, the Universal Championship Fatal 4-Way match, where Brock Lesnar, who is threatening to leave WWE if he loses, will defend his title against Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, and of course, the big dog, Roman Reigns. This is easily the hardest match to call, because I genuinely see every single one of these guys having a large chance to become the Universal Champion, or for Brock to retain. But I'm going to go with my heart on this one, and I'm going to say Braun Strowman becomes the new Universal Champion. Maybe I am, well, obviously if he doesn't, then I'm completely wrong, but I just have a feeling that Strowman is going to win the Universal Championship. I don't know who he's going to pin. Maybe he ends up pinning Roman or Samoa Joe. I don't see him pinning Brock. I think the reason why they're doing this is so that Brock can drop the title and not get pinned, or something like that. But I think they're going to continue Reigns and Strowman. I think there's a high chance of that happening. I could also see Joe winning as well. It seems really plausible to me, and even doing Reigns and Joe for the Universal title. But my heart says Strowman. That's who I'm going with. I think Braun Strowman will be the new Universal Champion. But that's going to do it for my SummerSlam predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Man, it was a long show, but hopefully it's going to be good considering the fact I'm actually going. Last year's was pretty disappointing, minus AJ and Cena, which really did save the show for me. But again, leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. And as always, stay tuned to the next one.